Come visit one of their locations to see how they can best serve your banking needs. Let's head to the sidelines for a look at tonight's game.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to more basketball here on 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ. Lady Bears, Lady Wildcats facing off in the first game of the night. Final score in that one, Lady Bears fell 43-40 to the Lady Cats of Edmonson County here in Brownsville. Turning ahead to the second game, which we're now on the pregame show for, is your Butler County Bears coming into this game 14-7, coached by Calvin Dockery, against district rival across the county line, the Edmonson County Wildcats, 10-12, coached by Trey Tinsley this season. Bears 6-0 in the region, Wildcats 3-4. Bears 4-0 in the district, Wildcats 2-3. Bears came away with a decisive win over the Wildcats 2 weeks ago at home, 80-50 in that one. Bears coming away with a 30-point win. And let's talk a little bit about some of these players we might see tonight. I'm just going to start at the bottom of my sheet as usual and work my way up, which means we're going to start on the Edmonson County side of the court. Number 3, Braden Wright, the freshman with 100 points on the season. Only 5 points per game, though. Number 1, Tyler Wilson, sophomore. I had that points per game wrong on Braden Wright. Please ignore that one. That one cannot be correct with what I'm looking at on my sheet here. Apologies. Number 1, Tyler Wilson, a sophomore with 86 points on the season. Number 5, Carter Swire, junior with 19 points on the season. Number 21, Ben Sanders, 37 points on the season. Jumping up a little bit, going to go Wyatt Gravel, number 15 with 226 on the season, 105 rebounds. Number 22, Colin Doyle, a junior, 145 on the season, 46 rebounds. Number 0, Will Alexander, 200 points on the season with 60 rebounds and 70.6 from the charity stripe. Shoots 37% from the floor. Number 23, Lane Ashley, the senior, 201 points. And the lead scorer for Edmonson County Wildcats, number 24, Joshua Decker, junior, 244 total points on the season, 206 rebounds, 41% shooting from the floor, close to 42%, and almost 70% from the free throw line. Shoots a third of his points, makes a third of his shots from the perimeter. Moving on up to the Bears side of the basketball. Number 32, Kanan Benson, 2 points on the season. Number 0, Curtis Murphy, 21 points total. Number 20, Jet Johnson, the sophomore with 3 points this season. Case Hooten, number 5, junior with 12 points. Nicholas Francisco, number 12 with 3 points. Number 23, Carson Davis, 6 points on the season. Now we get into some scoring here. Clayton DeWeese, 16 points on the season. Trevor DeWeese, 155 points on the season, both of them juniors. Number 11, Justin Caslin, the junior, with 220 points in the season, 73 rebounds, 38.3% from the perimeter, 45% from the floor, and 83% from the charity stripe. 83.3 actually, lead free throw shooter percentage-wise for the Bears. Briar Griffin, number 15, junior, with 174 points on the season, 78 rebounds, 74% from the charity stripe, 42% from the floor, 10.2 points per game for him. Lawson Rice, the junior, on the inside, 398 points on the board this season with 19 points per game, total of 230 rebounds, 11 rebounds per game, shoots 80% from the charity stripe, 46% from beyond the perimeter, and 62% from the floor. Finally, your lead scorer for the Bears, junior, number 22, Ty Price, 610 points, 29 points per game for him right now, 66 rebounds, 83% from the charity stripe, 38% from three-point range, and 44% from the floor. That is all of your stats so far this season for your Bears. Coming into this one, again, Bears won 2 weeks ago by a margin of about 30 points. So high expectations for the Bears coming into this one, but got to keep in mind that Edmonson County, Grayson County, these are schools that it doesn't matter what's happened all season. When you're in their house, anything can happen. We got 10 and a half minutes until tip-off. And starting lineups, which we will be bringing you here in this pregame show, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. But before we do, we need to talk a little bit about your Delta Faucet Company keys to the game. And one of the keys that we're going to start with is the Bears tonight need to play our game against Edmonson County. We don't need to focus on, how are we going to beat them, how are we going to do this and that against them. We just need to come in, put this one away, and focus on the next one and get moving. This is a game that we don't need to spend too much mental energy on. We need to come in and really just let muscle memory take over and play our game. Second, we need to hold on to the basketball, no turnovers. We saw quite a bit of fouls and turnovers and out of bounds and that sort of thing from the first game not go our way for the Lady Bears tonight. So we need to control the ball a little bit better. And finally, just don't get into foul trouble. No reason to against this team. Shooting percentages from the stripe really are a little challenging. We've got players with, 70, 78, and 85% from the charity stripe for Edmonson County. Really no reason to be sending these guys to the line. So let's try to keep it clean and play a good game. That has been your Delta Faucet Company Keys to the Game, brought to you by Delta Faucet Company, who has the keys to your successful career. Go to delta.com and apply today and join Delta's winning team. 9:15 left to go. We're going to take a quick break, pay some bills. Stay with us. Listen to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Parkway Cars and Tires is your low price leader in this area. If you find a better price, let us know and we'll beat it. That's simple. Our over 30 years of experience and multiple distributors allow us to be your #1 tire store in the area. We always give free rotation and balancing on every purchase. Not only tires, but we do brakes, alignments, and much more for all your service needs. As always, honesty is our policy. Schedule an appointment at 270-526-5732. Thank you and God bless. For more than 50 years, the Farm Boy has been a staple of the Morgantown community. Not only is it the premier spot for down-home country cooking, but it's the best place to catch up on all the local happenings with good friends and family. Daily specials are always available, including all-you-can-eat Catfish Fridays. If you're looking for the best down-home country-style meal this side of the Green River, visit the Farm Boy today. Located at 635 West G.L. Smith Street in Morgantown. The Farm Boy is now open on Sundays from 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. The athletes aren't the only stars in the Butler County school system. Butler County students excel at everything from bridge building to building rockets. Our bands and choirs are consistently some of the best in the entire state. Graduates from our Advanced Technology Center are ready to join the workforce with in-demand skills. And scholarship awards are at an all-time high for BCHS graduates. The Butler County Board of Education is proud of our students, on and off the field, and reminds you that they're committed to success, one student at a time.
The way Bill sees it, people who say a car is just for getting from point A to point B are missing the point entirely. Because for Bill, his car is a reflection of his personality. That's why he takes such good care of that car. And he has Kentucky Farm Bureau take care of his insurance. Because we're not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau, we're Bill's pride and joy Farm Bureau. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Help keep Butler County beautiful by using the recycling trailers provided by the Butler County Recycling Center. The trailers are conveniently located throughout the county to make recycling easy. Find trailers at Butler County Middle School, Cool Springs Church, 2nd District Fire Department, Kentucky Christian Recovery, Butler County Cooperative Extension Service, Morgantown Mission, and Firehouse Pizza. Let's all do our part to keep Butler County beautiful by using the recycling bins provided by the Butler County Recycling Center. It's easy being green. Reduce, reuse, recycle. When you do, we all win. When you have vending needs, you need to call Double E Vending. They're family-owned and locally owned, full-service vending company. They established themselves in 1972 to offer their vending services to the community that they've been serving for over 40 years. Whatever vending service is required, Double E has a full line to cover anything you could want. Give them a call at 270-791-5414 to see how they can service you today. 270-791-5414. Double E Vending wants to thank the community choosing them for their vending needs for the last 40-plus years. It's time for Butler County High School basketball. Bears and Lady Bears basketball on the Q 101.5, 103.5 is brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust, Hometown IGA, Delta Faucet Company, Chad's Body Shop, Butler County Board of Education, Essentials Insurance, Final Finish, Maple Leaf, Butler County Farm Bureau, Hardee's in Morgantown, Butler County Library, State Farm Agent Baker Gardner, Jones Funeral Home, Hawker Insurance, Jackson Chiropractic, Diaz Ranchito Mexican Restaurant, Parkway Cars and Tires, Double E Vending, Smith's Funeral Home, Limestone Bank, Embry & Watts CPAs, Firehouse Pizza, and Dairy Queen. Let's head to the sidelines for the start of tonight's game.
Playing a little blues for the boys in blue tonight. Butler County in blue with black letter. In the Why Not Us warm-up shirts. 4:30 on the clock. Ticking down to the start of this one. If you're just joining us and you missed the Lady Bears matchup before this one, Lady Bears fell to the Lady Wildcats 43-40 in another three-point decision. After 2 weeks ago, Lady Bears won by 39-36. So Lady Wildcats got a little revenge tonight. I don't know if the same will be true for the Wildcats rather, as it was a 30-point deficit when they came to town to play the Bears on the 29th in the Bear Cave. Bears coming into this one tonight 14-7 on the season against the 10-12 Edmonson County Wildcats. Just to give you an idea of where we're at region and district-wise as well. In Region 3, Butler County is undefeated, 6-0, and Edmonson County is 3-4, having played one more game than us against a regional opponent. In the district, Bears have not fallen yet, 4-0. Edmonson County, 2-3. As we are wrapping up warm-ups, it's 3:20 on the clock. It is a full house here in Edmonson County. And the atmosphere during the girls' game would have been described as electric, and I have a feeling that this game won't be a lot different as far as the energy level. 3:03 on the clock. And we're getting ready, I think, for some starting lineups. They played the national anthem before the girls' game, and they've also had some homecoming-type festivities, so we're going to be closer to a 8:10 tip-off here. We got 2 minutes on the clock and 45 seconds, and then they still got to do starting lineups. Edmonton County does their starting lineups pretty big. They kind of shut the lights off, throw a spotlight out on them, and do the whole Chicago Bulls thing. So that's going to take us a couple minutes. But we'll be here. I know we've gotten some comments on the camera tonight. Here's the deal. It is kind of where it is. It's as wide angle as we can get it, and as much of the court as we can see without a really great view of the handrail in front of us. We're going to do the best we can with that. Reminder, it's a one-man show tonight. If you are listening and you are in the house and want to come do it, I'm happy to have a partner on the broadcast if you want to operate the camera and help me keep up with this game. More than welcome to. We will do the best we can with just one person. All right, a minute 52. We're going to take a quick break, pay one or two more bills before we get started here with our starting lineup. Stay with us. You'll listen to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
The athletes aren't the only stars in the Butler County school system. Butler County students excel at everything from bridge building to building rockets. Our bands and choirs are consistently some of the best in the entire state. Graduates from our Advanced Technology Center are ready to join the workforce with in-demand skills. And scholarship awards are at an all-time high for BCHS graduates. The Butler County Board of Education is proud of our students, on and off the field, and reminds you that they're committed to success, one student at a time. Looking for something to give you that pick-me-up in the morning? What about a filling dinner? You should head to Hardee's in Morgantown. They have everything you need when it comes to breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have fluffy biscuits, crunchy hash browns, mouth-watering burgers, tacos, burritos, fried chicken tenders, ice cream, and many more delicious items. You can have a great dinner before cheering on the sports teams of Butler County. Their friendly and talented staff will make sure your order is fresh and filling. Located on Veterans Way, Hardee's, where the food's the star.
All right, Welcome back, folks. We're 19 seconds away from starting lineups here. And I kind of got an idea of who we're starting based on who is seated on the benches. We'll get that to you in just a second. We're going to bring down a little bit of sound in here. It is a pretty loud house this evening in Edmonson County. As the clock hits 0 and we get set, our PA announcer comes on for our starting lineups for your Butler County Bears.
Featuring the Butler County Bears.
After that, we will have the Edmonson County Wildcats lineup.
Now let's meet tonight's starters. First for the visitors.
And here we go with our starting lineups for the Bears. Number 11, Justin Caslin, the junior. Number 15, another junior, Briar Griffin. Number 22, Ty Price, another junior. Trevor DeWeese, guess what? He's a junior too. Number 2, Trevor DeWeese. And finally, number 24, junior Lawson Rice. And there went the lights. And here comes Edmonson County. If I can even see my sheet, I have to put a light on it here. All right.
Now it's time to introduce tonight's starting lineup for your Edmonson County Wildcats. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 0.
Senior number 0, Will Alexander.
At guard, a 5'10" junior, number 22, Colin Doyle.
Number 22, Colin Doyle, a junior.
6'1" sophomore, number 1, Tyler Wilson.
Number 1, Tyler Wilson, the sophomore.
6'3" senior, number 23, Lane Ashley.
23, Lane Ashley, the senior.
6'4" junior, number 24.
And then 24, number 24, Joshua Decker, the junior. And that'll do it for your starting lineups. There are 8 minutes on the clock. That is the end of the pregame show brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. And now we're going to get ready for your first quarter, brought to you again by Morgantown Bank and Trust. All right. Here we go, folks. Lawson Rice in to tip off against Josh Decker to start this one off. Tip controlled by Edmonson County. In the hands of number 1, Wilson. Wilson is going to meet Caslin coming across the line. He's going to go left side to number 23, Ashley. Ashley to Decker. Decker fakes a drive, kicks it out to 22, Doyle. He goes right side now to Wilson. Wilson back to Doyle. Doyle drives inside, goes to Will Alexander. Shot blocked. Ball goes out of bounds. It is going to remain Edmonson County ball. We're going to do the best we can with the camera tonight with what we've got. Just kind of where we're at. We're going to go inside now to Tyler Wilson. He's going to drive the baseline, put up 2 off the rim, no good. Cleaned up by the Bears. Ahead to Ty Price for 2. Price starts off the scoring for the Bears, 2-0, 7:20 left on the clock in the first quarter. As Edmonson County tries to come up with something to do here, Tyler Wilson brings it across the timeline. He's going to drive into the lane, kick it back out up top to Decker. 3, no good. Cleaned up by Lawson Rice. Rice ahead to Price. Goes in the corner now to DeWeese. Back up top to Lawson Rice, who gets steps called. And Coach Dockley says, settle down a little bit. We got this. And it's going to be Edmonson County ball. Bears in a press. A little token pressure. They're going to back off immediately. Wilson brings it across the timeline. Meets Justin Caslin. Goes ahead to Doyle. Back up top to Decker. Decker trying to find something to do with it. He's looking right. Back to Doyle, who loses it out of bounds, and that's just going to be the Bears' ball. And the Butler County student section getting riled up with that one. Ty Price is going to drive it, kick it back to Trevor DeWeese, who loses it, recovers, and puts it in for 2 more. DeWeese with 2, Price with 2, and it's 4-0 with 6:26 left to go. Bears lead. Wilson brings it across the timeline. He's going to drive to the elbow, kick it back out now to number 0, That was Will Alexander on the three-point shot from the corner. No good. Cleaned up by Ty Price. He's going to bring it back down for the Bears. He's going to drive the lane himself. Put it up by, backhanded off the glass for 2. Price with 4 already. 6:03 on the clock. 6-0. Bears lead. Doyle over to Alexander. Will Alexander trying to find some room. Kicks it back out now to number 23 for 3. That was Lane Ashley. Ball recovered by Castlin. Ahead to Price. He's going to kick it ahead now to Briar Griffin. And he gets fouled.
Foul number 1, Wilson.
That was Wilson's first foul of the night. Team first for Edmonson County. Yeah, we're going to kind of move around with the game as much as we can here. Here we go. Ty Price has it in three-point range. He's going to roll into the left wing. Shoots 2. No good. Cleaned up by, who's got it? Oh, the Bears got it. Briar Griffin gets it over to Trevor DeWeese for 3. And that's going to make it 9-0 with 5:29 left to go. 30-second timeout taken by Edmonson County. We're going to take one as well. Stay with us. You're listening to, well, actually, for a 30-second, we'll keep it right here. I apologize. Getting ahead of myself. It's 9-0 with 5:29 left to go in this first quarter, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. I also know we usually have a scoreboard up on here. There's a couple reasons we don't tonight. One is it's going to take away screen space from us and get in the way of the game. And number 2, I don't have a second person to run it. So I'm just going to call the score out as often as I can. Right now it's 9-0 with 5:29 left to go. Bears in the lead over the Edmonson County Wildcats. All right, folks. Wildcats going to check it in. That is Alexander kicking it in now. Gets it ahead to Trevor DeWeese, who lets the Bears get set back up. Gives it to Briar Griffin, back out to DeWeese. Fakes a 3, drives inside. Back to Griffin. Uncovered for 2. This is electric, folks. All right, over to Alexander. He's going to try to drive inside himself against 3 of the Bears. Puts it up off the glass. Basket is good by Alexander. Foul's going to go against Price. His first, team first for the Bears. Alexander will come in for the and one opportunity as he opens up scoring now for Edmonson County. It's 11-2, Bears lead over Edmonson. Alexander puts it up. No good after some distraction, thankfully off camera, by the Bears student section. That was no good on the and one. And the student section has been warned, please stay off the court. Edmonson County checks it in. Decker up top now to Wilson. Doyle. Right side to Wilson. Up top to Decker, back to Alexander, over to Decker again. Doyle going to drive the lane. Got loose, put up 2.
Basket by Doyle.
That makes it 11-4 with 4:40 left to go. Bears quickly getting back down. Ty Price for 3 off the net. No good. Goes out of bounds. All right. 11-4, Bears lead. 4:34 left to go. Edmonson County brings it across the timeline. Will Alexander has it. Trying to find some space here against Briar Griffin. Has to go over to Decker on the right side. Goes back up top to Doyle. Doyle going to drive the lane again. Puts it up off the glass into the hands of Briar Griffin on the rebound. Griffin brings it all the way back down from the elbow for 2. Oh, it rolls in, rolls out, and it's cleaned up by Decker. Decker gets it ahead to Alexander. Alexander for 3. Drains one. And that closes this score, 11-7. Bears still lead over Edmonson County. Ty Price going to drive baseline himself, kick it back out up top to Briar Griffin for 3. Wide open, and it goes in. Just like that, 14-7. Edmonson County facing the Bears in a press. Will Alexander gets it across the timeline ahead to Doyle. Doyle on the left side kicks it out up top now to Decker. Decker loses it. There's a scrum for the ball. He gets it back on a pass. It bounces off so many things I can't keep track, including players. And we've got Lane Ashley coming down with it. It's going to call a jump ball. That was wild how quickly that ball bounced around. It's going to be Bears basketball in the alternating possession. DeWeese to check into Price. Price going to slowly walk this one across and give the Bears a chance to get set up. 14-7 with 3:20 left to go in this first quarter, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. Justin Caslin has it. Goes down the right side. In the corner to Briar Griffin for three. Man, his second three-pointer in a row as Doyle brings it across the timeline. Edmonson County struggling to put something together here. Decker goes up top to Doyle for three. No good, cleaned up by Caslin. Briar Griffin has it, drives ahead. Left wing, Trevor DeWeese for three. His second three of the night. 20-7, Bears in the lead with 2:40 left to go in the first quarter. Right. Correction, Wilson. Looking for some space here. Gets it to Alexander. It's punched out by Lawson Rice. Recovered by Briar Griffin. He's going to go all the way, put it up off the glass for a dunk by Lawson Rice. Timeout taken. That dunk was Lawson Rice's first points of the game. We got a timeout. It's a full timeout taken. We're going to take a break as well. Stay with us. Listen to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Looking for something to give you that pick-me-up in the morning? What about a filling dinner? You should head to Hardee's in Morgantown. They have everything you need when it comes to breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have fluffy biscuits, crunchy hash browns, mouth-watering burgers, tacos, burritos, fried chicken tenders, ice cream, and many more delicious items. You can have a great dinner before cheering on the sports teams of Butler County. Their friendly and talented staff will make sure your order is fresh and filling. Located on Veterans Way, where the food's the star.
Welcome back, folks. It's 22-7 with 2:21 left in this first quarter of action, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. Your Butler County Bears with a commanding lead over the Edmonson County Cats. This place is rocking tonight. Edmonson County quick to get back in this. Will Alexander brings it across the line, goes over to Decker. Decker goes right to number 15. I'll get you a name with that one here in a second. Wyatt Gravel, who is checked in for Edmonson County. Bears punch the ball out of bounds. It's 2:09 left to go. 22-7, Bears lead. Harold telling me to breathe here. Edmonson County gets it in, goes up top to Wilson. Into number 12, we'll get a name for that one here in a minute. Ball just thrown out of bounds on a miscommunication by Edmonson County. We got Blaine DeWeese. Oh man, we got extra DeWeeses in here tonight. Butler County controlling the ball, 22-7 in the minute 51 left. Ty Price crosses him over. He falls, but Ty gets called for a push. I guess there was some extra contact there. It'll be his second, team second. All right, DeWeese bringing this down for Edmonson County. Over to Will Alexander. Down left side now to Wilson, up top to Decker. Decker, again. That's the second time in a row Decker has misread what's going on here and thrown the ball out of bounds while trying to pass to a player. He's going to take a seat, and they're going to bring in Lane Ashley. Butler County takes back over, 22-7 with a minute 30 left to go. Decker in his head a little bit right now. Going to take a seat and get things worked out. Price gets it over to Rice, back outside to DeWeese for three. No good, cleaned up by DeWeese from Edmonson County. And down to Wilson. Wilson going to drive inside and kick it back out to Will Alexander up top. Right side now to Ashley. Inside to Alexander. Should have got called for a walk. He did not. Kicks it out now to number 1, Wilson, who picks up a three. Ty Price already back down for three of his own. Ball goes out of bounds, gets tipped, by Edmonson County. Going to go Butler County's way with 55 seconds left to go. It's 22-10. Butler County with a 12-point lead over the Edmonson County Wildcats. Number 3 checking in for Edmonson County, Braden Wright. And Will Alexander going to take a seat. Justin Caslin up top to Briar Griffin. Griffin over to Price. He's going to drive into the left wing, shoot a jumper. There was some contact. That foul's going to go against number 3, Braden Wright, who just checked in. And it was a shooting foul, so that is going to send Ty Price to the line.
Wildcat foul number 3, Wright, his first, team second. Price the line to shoot 2.
For your first final finish trip to the stripe of the evening, Ty Price. It's up and it's in, no matter how much of a distraction the Edmonson County student section is trying to be. Ty Price is locked in right now. He gets set at the line for the second shot in this final finish trip to the stripe. It's 23-10. He's looking to make it 24. 48 seconds left to go. Ball is up, ball is in. 24-10, 14-point lead for the Butler County Bears. Ball is checked in now to Wilson. Goes off of his feet. Stolen away by Ty Price. Drives all the way down, gets fouled on the shot, so he'll go back to the line again. 2 for 2 from that final finish trip to the stripe just a moment ago. Less than 10 seconds later, and he's right back at it. That was DeWeese from Edmonson County. Blaine DeWeese, number 12, on that foul. As Ty Price gets set for this second final finish trip to the stripe tonight. First shot is up, and it's in. 3 for 3 from the line, looking to make it 4 for 4. 25-10, Bears lead with 39 seconds left in this first quarter of action. Ty Price drops the shoulders, takes a breath, puts it up, puts it in. He's got a rhythm and he's 4 for 4. 26-10, 39 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Wilson goes right with it. 30 seconds now. Up top to Wright. Down to Edmonson County's DeWeese. Number 12. Back up top now to Wilson. Goes to number 15, who drives inside. Lots of extra contact. Doesn't get called. Three-pointer taken by number 12, DeWeese from Edmonson County. Cleaned up by the Bears. It was no good. Price to Rice. It's in for 2. Less than 10 seconds to go. Edmonson County's got 5 seconds as they cross the timeline. They're going to have some trouble with it. Puts up 3. No good. Put back is in. They're going to call it. It is in.
Basket's good at the buzzer by Ashley.
That was by Ashley, number 23, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. 28-12 is your score at the end of that one. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
For more than 50 years, the Farm Boy has been a staple of the Morgantown community. Not only is it the premier spot for down-home country cooking, but it's the best place to catch up on all the local happenings with good friends and family. Daily specials are always available, including all-you-can-eat Catfish Fridays. If you're looking for the best down-home country-style meal this side of Green River, visit the Farm Boy today. Located at 635 West G.L. Smith Street in Morgantown. The Farm Boy is now open on Sundays from 5 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Welcome back, folks. 28-12, Bears lead by 16 here against the Edmonson County Wildcats in Brownsville, Kentucky. Just a hop, skip, and a jump over from Morgantown in the Bear Cave itself, where these two teams met 2 weeks ago and had a 30-point deficit in their matchup between the Butler County Bears, who scored 80, and the Edmonson County Wildcats, who scored 50. Edmonson County has the ball, and they bring it back in. It's going to go to Doyle. He's going to bring it across the timeline and look right and drive right into the wing and put up 2 for Doyle. Ty Price moving faster than I can get the score written down and move the camera. Puts it up for 3. Off the rim, no good. Cleaned up by Edmonson County. Ahead to Ashley. Ashley up top. Goes back to Doyle again. He kicks it back out to Will Alexander for 3. Off the rim, no good. Cleaned up by Doyle. Doyle brings it back out to the logo. Sets it up for the Wildcats. He's going to drive it in himself, put it off the glass, layup for 2. So Doyle with 4 to start off the scoring for Edmonson County in the second quarter. 28-16, Bears lead. Bears have the possession arrow on the jump ball. Ty Price gets left open for three, makes it look easy. 31-16, Bears lead. Doyle bringing it down for Edmonson County with 6:57 left to go in the second quarter. Brought to you by Chad's Auto Body and Wrecker Service. Ty Price recovers, brings it back down, puts it off the rim, no good, cleaned up by Ashley. Ahead now to number 3, Wright. Gives a little bump to Justin Caslin, and no call there, I'm gonna let him play. Decker from the free throw line, no good. Caslin steals away the rebound, gets it ahead to Briar Griffin, who's gonna tries to drive the lane and give it to Lawson Rice. It is tipped out of bounds by the Edmonson County Wildcats. And it is gonna go Bears way. Give a shout out to the cheerleaders who are in Orlando at a cheer competition. Good luck to them. Ball goes out of bounds, and it is going to be Edmonson County ball now. 6:22 left to go in this second quarter, brought to you by Chad's Auto Body and Wrecker Service. Bears lead 31-16. Decker has it. Bears in a press, and they ease off of it. The token pressure. Go back up top to Alexander, and they're going to go to Doyle. He head fakes a three, drives inside, gives it to Decker. Back out up top to Alexander. Down here left side to Ashley. Up top to Decker for three. And it's in.
3 by Decker.
Decker's first points of the night. And there's 3 of them. Ty Price brings it down with 5:54 left. 31-19. Bears lead. Price fires it over to DeWeese from the corner for 3. No good. Cleaned up by Justin Caslin, who brings it up 3-point range. Gives it to Lawson Rice, who's going to drive the lane. Shot blocked by Ashley. Stolen away by Briar Griffin, who's got it at the free throw line. Griffin trying to set up a screen from Caslin. Gets it. Fires it over to Trevor DeWeese. He's going to go in the lane and get just tackled. Let's see what that call is. It's going to be a foul against Decker. They just collided. And
Foul number 24, Decker, his first.
Decker will pick up his first. Team first of the quarter.
Correction, team's first.
The PA announcer had it wrong like me. Ty Price goes up for 3, gets his own rebound, and they call a foul on the floor. Everybody on the Edmonson County side thought they were going to get him on the charge, but Decker picks up his second on that contact. Bears going to maintain possession. We got a little sweat situation we got to deal with.
Number 15.
I think they got it picked up. Number 15 going to check in for Edmonson County. Maybe. Nope. And right now it's 5:19 left to go. 31-19 in this second quarter, brought to you by Chad's Auto Body and Wrecker Service. Bears lead as Ty Price goes to the line. Shoot 2. Decker will sit after this, and number 15, Wyatt Gravel, will come in for him. Price drops his shoulders, shot is up, shot is in. Wouldn't go any other way. As he gets set now for his second shot in this final finish trip to the stripe. Price. Set at the line. Bears have made no changes since the starting lineup, and Ty Price's second shot goes in. So in for the Bears, we've got Rice, Price, Caslin, Griffin, and Trevor DeWeese. Alexander picks up a quick basket on the layup. Ty Price kicks it back out up top to Justin Caslin. He's going to fake a drive into the lane and kick it back out now to Briar Griffin. Griffin spins, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Scrambles for the rebound, comes down in the hands of Will Alexander for Edmonson County. Brings it across the timeline, gets it ahead to Ashley. Ashley back to Alexander into the corner. Number 1, Wilson, shot blocked on the 3. Bears recover it. DeWeese has it right side, gives it to Price. Fires it out up top to Griffin for 3. Off the rim, no good. Cleaned up by Ashley. 4:33 on the clock. 33-21, Bears lead. Edmonson County, a little bit of a run here in this second quarter. They're going to need it to stay in this one. And Will Alexander gives it over. 3-pointer taken, no good. Number 15, Gravel, puts it up for 2. Grayville, correction. 4:11 on the clock, 33-23. We're down to a 10-point game. We were as wide as 16 points earlier. Ty Price gives it to Lawson Rice in the lane, off the glass for 2.
Basket by Rice.
3:57 on the clock, 35-23. Bears lead. Will Alexander ahead now to Grayville. Grayville up top to Doyle. In the lane to Alexander. He turns, he fires one off the glass for 2. Ty Price brings it down across half court. Drives to the top of the key. He's going to try to take it in from the elbow. No good. Cleaned up by Alexander. 3:30 on the clock. Stolen away by Price. Off the glass for 2.
Basket by Price.
He had to make up for the one he missed. So 3:22 on the clock. It's 37-25. Bears extend the lead to 12. Alexander has it. Fakes the 3. Gives it over to Doyle at the top. 22 versus 22. I don't know who Doyle was throwing to. I think he expected that Grayville was going to come up, catch it in the air for a bucket, but it sails over his head and out of bounds. And DeWeese checks in, and so does Decker. Alexander and Ashley take a seat. DeWeese checks in for Edmonson County, number 12. Ty Price, top of the key, goes left side to Briar Griffin. Up top now to Lawson Rice in the corner. Trevor DeWeese, he was open for a 3, drove it in anyway, gives it out to Lawson Rice for 3. Money! Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Bobby Smith, 3-point play. Justin Caslin recovers it on the inbound, puts up a bucket, gets fouled, it falls in after the whistle, and he still will go to the line for the and 1. Foul against. Let's see who that foul was against. His number 12, his second. That was Blaine DeWeese. He's going to take a seat. Will Alexander will come in for him as Caslin gets set for the and 1 opportunity. Does not go in, but the rebound goes into the hands of Lawson Rice. Rice spins, loses it in the lane. It's recovered by Briar Griffin, who puts it off the glass. No good, but Lawson Rice picks up the rebound with the putback. So Rice very quickly still in on that one. Edmonson County inbounds it to number 12, DeWeese. 2:25 left to go, 44-25. Bears in the lead. 19-point lead for the Bears now. Wilson drives baseline, puts it in. Price brings it down, across half court. Puts it in for 3 and gets fouled. He's going to get a shot at an and 1 opportunity on a 3-point bucket, brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Bobby Smith. So a very rare thing here. He's going to get a shot to turn this into a 4-point play. Foul was against number 12, his 3rd, team 4th. Shot is up and in, and just like that, Ty Price turns 3 into 4. 2:05 on the clock, 48-27. Bears lead by 21 points. Trevor DeWeese takes a seat. Number 3, Clayton DeWeese, comes in for him. The names don't change, but the numbers do. In for the Bears now, we got Clayton DeWeese, Ty Price, Lawson Rice, Briar Griffin, and Justin Caslin. Edmonson County kicks it in. Wilson brings it across the timeline against Clayton DeWeese, who's going to get called for some extra contact. Clayton wasn't going to let him get past him, but that's going to turn into a foul. Believe it or not, that is the first foul of the quarter for the Bears. Change of personnel for Edmonson County. Number 22, Doyle's going to take a seat. Number 3, Braden Wright's going to come in. Wilson brings it across the timeline. Crosses over DeWeese. Tries to pass it ahead. It goes to Briar Griffin. Ball is fired ahead to Ty Price for 2. I'm running out of space in my Ty Price column. It's 50-27. Bears lead over Edmonson County with 90 seconds left in the first half. Wilson ahead to Decker, back in this one. Back to Wilson for 3. Contested shot, he shouldn't have taken that. It does not go in. Ty Price on the rebound. Gives it ahead to Briar Griffin in the lane. Back out to Caslin in the corner to Clayton DeWeese. Out to Lawson Rice on the left side. He's looking for somebody open. He's going to go back to Briar Griffin and slow this down with 1:11 left, 50-27. Griffin's going to walk it back up top. He's trying to tell Price, stay where you're at. We'll get it over to you. Lawson Rice moves back towards the top of the key as Briar Griffin now moves as Ty Price goes to the top of the key. Fires it in from the lane. Lots of contact. Shot doesn't go in. Decker comes down with the rebound, 50-27 with under a minute to go. It's 47 seconds as they've got it at the baseline for Edmonson County. Decker has it, walks all over the place, doesn't get called. Gives it back up top now to Wright, back to Decker. Fires it over to Alexander for three. And Alexander hits it.
By Alexander.
Price brings it down, puts his own three up, hits the cable. Off the bounce, 22 seconds left to go. 50-30, 20-point game. Doyle coming in for the Bears, or for the Cats, rather. Ashley coming in for the Cats. Number 15 taking a seat, and I missed who else took a seat. We'll get that here in a second. All right, Edmonson County to check this one in. 21 seconds to go. Doyle, ignore that buzzer, please. Gets it ahead. To Wright, to Decker for three, off the rim. Bears have a hand on it as it goes out of bounds, so it's going to be Edmonson County ball under their own basket.
Into the Bear line, number 2.
11 seconds. Trevor DeWeese comes back in for the Bears, and Ty Price takes a seat. Edmonson County has it. 9 seconds. They fired into Decker. Off the glass for two.
Basket by Decker.
Bears come back down. Briar Griffin, no good. And it's going to be 50-32 at the half. And we're going to take a break, pay some bills, and I'm going to come back with some stats for you from that first half of an exciting basketball game here in Edmonson County. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
When you have vending needs, you need to call
All right, folks, stay with us for a minute. We have lost our computer, but I know I'm still putting out audio to Facebook and YouTube. If you're watching with us, you're going to hear some silence for a little bit. We will be back shortly. Luckily, it's halftime. You're not missing anything. We'll be right back with it. In the meantime, I'm going to put the camera up on the scoreboard so you can see the clock here. And I can see it on my screen as I try to get us reset from a computer crash that's apparently affecting us. And we'll get you back up and running in just a moment, folks. Stay with us. You're still listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ. Welcome back, folks. If we lost you on the air, we are back now. We had a little bit of a computer malfunction. The computer actually crashed on us. And We're just going to play some of this bump music until I can get you back to the radio station. Stay with us. You're still listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
With 3 kids, a husband, a full-time job, and a side photography business to run, Christy doesn't spend much time thinking about insurance. But when a loose hubcap comes bouncing toward her minivan and puts a nasty dent in the hood, that's when Christy is glad she's insured with Kentucky Farm Bureau. Because it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau, it's Christy's there when you need 'em Farm Bureau. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
For more than 50 years, the Farm Boy has been a staple of the Morgantown community. Not only is it the premier spot for down-home country cooking, but it's the best place to catch up on all the local happenings with good friends and family. Daily specials are always available, including all-you-can-eat Catfish Fridays. If you're looking for the best down-home country-style meal this side of the Green River, visit the Farm Boy today. Located at 635 West G.L. Smith Street in Morgantown. The Farm Boy is now open on Sundays from 5 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Pre-arranging your funeral takes a great deal of stress off of your loved ones. By pre-arranging, when a family comes in, the only decision they have to make is what time do we want visitation or what time do we want the funeral, because mom or dad has already made all the other decisions. Also, pre-arranging can take the financial burden off of your family and allows them to rest easy, knowing that as an expression of love, you did this for them. This is Penny Lee at Smith Funeral Home. Stop by or call me at 270-526-3532 and let me help you decide what works best for you and your needs. Smith Funeral Home, part of your family's tradition since 1886.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Butler County Bears basketball here on 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ. We're at the half right now. And if it tells you how this game is going before I tell you the score, let me tell you this little tidbit. The Butler County Bears ended the half and did not go to the locker room. They have stayed on the floor and been doing shoot-around the entire time. Coach Dockery hasn't left his seat. There has been no additional comments for this team at the half. Edmonson County, however, has gone to the locker room, had a conversation with their coach, and they're already back out as well. The score in this one, 50 Butler County, 32 Edmonson County. So your Bears feel like they have this one pretty well in hand. And we would expect to see more of the same in the second half. Let's talk about that first half. And the best way I can think to do that is to go through the stats. We'll start with Edmonson County because there's not a whole lot to say. Number 1, Tyler Wilson with 5 total points. Wyatt Gravel checking in off the bench, number 15 with 2 points. Colin Doyle, number 22 with 6. Josh Decker, usually the lead scorer, with 5. His average is 11 points per game, and he has had 5 in the first half. So he's kind of on par, but still, he's going to have some work to do if he wants to try to make some noise against these Butler County Bears. Number 23, Lane Ashley with 2. And number 0, currently the lead scorer for Edmonson County with 12. And 0 for 1 from the charity stripe. He is the only Wildcat who has gone to the stripe. I mentioned during pregame in our Delta Faucet Keys to the Game that the Bears wanted to limit how much we're fouling tonight. This is what I'm talking about. We've only sent one player to the line once, and it was an and one opportunity that he missed. Bears, however, let's talk about their scoring a little bit. Trevor DeWeese, number 2, with 8 total points all in the first quarter. 6 of those 8 points came from three-pointers. Justin Caslin, number 11, with 2. Briar Griffin coming in early in this one with a pair of threes and a bucket, totaling 8 in the first half. Lawson Rice with 11. And your lead scorer for the Bears is no shocker here. 21 points for Ty Price. He is 7 for 7 from the line. One of those coming in on an and one off of a 3-point foul. So he turned a three-point bucket into a 3-and-1. Totals for 21. His average is 29 right now per game, so he is well ahead of his average. If he continues as he has so far in this first half, we are going to see him cross his average and improve it on the season. Lawson Rice has also been to the line for the Bears, and he is 0 for 1 right now, but he ended up coming away with a rebound on that one and putting it back for 2, so really he turned that into more points than it could have been. 2:30 on the clock, and we're going to pay one more bill before we get started with the third quarter of action here in Brownsville, Kentucky. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Prearranging your funeral takes a great deal of stress off of your loved ones. By prearranging, when a family comes in, the only decision they have to make is what time do we want visitation or what time do we want the funeral, because mom or dad has already made all the other decisions. Also, prearranging can take the financial burden off of your family and allows them to rest easy, knowing that as an expression of love, you did this for them. This is Penny Lee at Smith Funeral Home. Stop by or call me at 270-526-3532 and let me help you decide what works best for you and your needs. Smith Funeral Home, part of your family's tradition since 1886.
Morgantown Bank and Trust knows what being on the home team is all about. Since 1880, Morgantown Bank and Trust has been serving the people of Butler County. And since 1976, we've been a part of every WLBQ broadcast of Butler County High School athletics. As your only home-owned independent bank, we want to be a pillar of the community. And we work hard every day to give you exceptional professional service from people you know and trust. Good luck, Bears, from Morgantown Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. The athletes aren't the only stars in the Butler County school system. Butler County students excel at everything from bridge building to building rockets. Our bands and choirs are consistently some of the best in the entire state. Graduates from our Advanced Technology Center are ready to join the workforce with in-demand skills. And scholarship awards are at an all-time high for BCHS graduates. The Butler County Board of Education is proud of our students, on and off the field, and reminds you that they're committed to success, one student at a time.
Good evening, everybody. We're 15 seconds away. Third quarter of action here in Brownsville, Kentucky, as your Butler County Bears go on the road to take on the Edmonson County Wildcats here in Brownsville. Bears lead over the Wildcats 50-32 in a game that's going about how we expected. Third quarter to be brought to you by the Essentials Insurance Group. Again, last time these two teams met up was about 2 weeks ago in the district matchup. And when they did, it was a 30-point deficit. Bears over the Wildcats. In for the Bears right now, we're going to have Ty Price, Briar Griffin, Trevor DeWeese, Justin Caslin, and Lawson Rice. There is some conversation at the scorer's table. Refs are trying to figure something out. Don't quite know what. We got 8 minutes on the clock, and they're just waiting. And we're going to get going with this one in just a second. Stay with us. Before this one's over, we are going to bring up a little bit of our preview of upcoming games. And we'll probably have the B team back in action before too long. I haven't been at as many games this season due to coaching my own son's team. And his season's about wrapped up, so I'm going to try to be on a little bit more with you guys. We're still trying to figure out what's going on at the scorer's table. We've got some refs and scorers trying to piece this together. Don't quite know what it is. But we could get going any second, so I don't want to just take us to commercial. Sorry, you're stuck with me until we get this figured out. Go ahead and let you see what you're talking about here. So you'll know as much as I do. If you're watching with us on Facebook or YouTube, appreciate it. Give us a like, a share, a follow. If you are with us on the radio, we're glad you've joined us. I believe it is possible there is some discussion about whether or not we will get into, well, no, we don't have enough points of a deficit to talk about a running clock. But Coach Dockery seems confused and a little frustrated by what's going on here at the scorer's table. I don't know what it is. Again, no clue here. Coach Dockery seems disappointed, a little frustrated, but is walking away. I don't know what this is. It could be as simple as who has possession right now. Administrators from Edmonson County are down here now. Again, we don't know what's going on. Unlikely to know. I'm just holding on until we get going here again with some basketball. All right. Edmonson County will have possession to start us off here. Coach Dockery still expecting an explanation from a referee that he's not really liking. Apparently, we're in a technical situation as Will Alexander is going to shoot. He makes his first one. I have no idea what this is about. Second shot, up and in. So off of a technical, Edmonson County picks up 2 freebies, makes it 50-34. And I would love to know who that technical was on, but I have no idea. If we find out any information, we'll let you know. Maybe the PA announcer will let us know who the technical is on. Apologies that this is going slow right now. I have no idea what's going on besides the technical. I just got a message from somebody that apparently during halftime warm-ups, there was a player who dunked on one of the baskets, and that brought about a technical. So 2 free points for Edmonson County. Narrows their gap to 50-34. 7:55 on the clock. Doyle tries to get past. Oh, away from the ball, a foul on Decker. Very quick to call that one as well. That may have been a gimme for something else. Ty Price brings this one down for the Bears. He's going to drive the lane, kick it out to Trevor DeWeese. DeWeese back up top to Price. 7:39 on the clock as Price drives the lane, puts it up. Doesn't even hit the rim, but he gets fouled. And gets some help up by some Bears and some Wildcats. That's Decker's 4th. Decker's going to take a seat. Just an off night for Decker. He had some issues earlier, throwing the ball out of bounds on miscommunications, and now 2 quick fouls to start off this third quarter. Less than 30 seconds have come off the clock in this third quarter, brought to you by the Essentials Insurance Group, and Decker is now at his 4th foul. And we're getting set for a free throw. Ty Price and a final finish trip to the stripe. Here we go. Price, deep breath. Gets set, locked in, fires one off. It's in. Price opens up scoring for the Bears. Moves to 22 points on the night to match his jersey. 51-34 with 7:37 left to go. Grayville comes in for Decker. Price gets set at the line for the second shot in his final finish trip to the stripe. Puts it up. Oh, a rare miss for him, cleaned up by Ashley. Doyle ahead in the corner. to Alexander. He's going to drive to the elbow, put it up for 2. No good. Tipped away by the Bears. Edmonson County tries to get it in. It's going to go out of bounds. And Butler County on the recovery now. 7:20 on the clock, 51-34. Ty Price fakes a shot, gives it to Lawson Rice in the lane. Apologies on the camera there. Rice picks up 2. They get it over to number 1, back up top to Doyle. Over to Ashley on the right. Inside now to Grayville. Out to Alexander for 3. He puts it in.
3 by Alexander.
53-37. Bears still with a commanding lead. Price for 3. No good. Cleaned up by Alexander. Alexander walks, no call, gets it over to Trevor DeWeese. Oh! What they call a jump, what they tried to get away with was a jump ball. What it got called as was a foul. And we had a scramble for the ball right here in front of the Butler County student section, out of bounds. That's going to be on number 1, Wilson, his second. Team third already with 6:36 left to go in the third quarter. Coach Tinsley for Edmonson County trying to contend with the ref for a jump ball. It's not going to happen. Trevor DeWeese, first shot is up and in. In this final finish trip to the stripe, Trevor DeWeese trying to improve to 10 points on the night. 54-37, Bears in the lead. DeWeese, second shot up, off the back of the rim, no good. Tipped away into the backcourt. Caslin comes away with it, gets it to head to Ty Price. Puts it up, no good, cleaned up by Grayville. Bears in a press now. Doyle. Over to Alexander. Alexander tries to go inside to Grayville. Throws it off of Trevor DeWee's leg and it goes out of bounds. It's going to remain Edmonson County ball. 6:10 left to go, 54-37. Edmonson County going to be checking it in under their own basket. Grayville up top to Doyle. Inside to Grayville, it's tipped. Well covered by Trevor DeWeese. They're going to call him for a foul. Grayville will go to the line for 2.
Foul number 2, DeWeese is first. Team's first. Grayville to the line to shoot 2.
It's going to be on DeWeese, his first, team first. Grayville's first shot is up and in. Grayville gets set at the line. It's 54-38. Bears in the lead. Grayville. Second shot is up and in. Price brings it down quickly for the Bears. Over to Trevor DeWeese. Trevor trying to find some room left side. He goes right instead. Goes to Justin Caslin at the top. Caslin gives it over to Price. Price rolls right. Almost loses it. Throws it inside to Briar Griffin in the lane. Gives it to Trevor DeWeese. Puts it up off the front of the rim. DeWeese gets his own rebound. Scrambles around for it. Puts it up again for 2. Edmonson County now coming across the timeline with it. 56-39, 5:30 left in this third quarter of action. Brought to you by the Essentials Insurance Group. Wilson. I'm going to get these names correct before the night's over. Ashley, I apologize. Over to Doyle. Into Grayville. Up top now to Wilson. Doyle back up top to Wilson. Bears in a man-to-man. Again, the ball is thrown out of bounds by Edmonson County into the bench. It's going to be Butler County ball, unless it was tipped. I believe it was. So it will remain Edmonson County ball. 56-39 with 5:06 left to go. Butler County in the lead here. Edmonson County gets it in under their own basket, but he's trapped. Gets it over to Doyle. Shot is tipped, but it falls in. That was number 22, Doyle, for 2. Quickly ahead to Lawson Rice. He's in the lane already. Lots of extra contact, but he puts one up. It toilet bowls out into the hands of Ashley. Doyle pushes inside the left wing, kicks it back out up top to Wilson. Tries to get a screen to get Caslin off of him. It does not work. Goes back to Ashley. Over to Alexander. Alexander Right side to Wilson. Fires it out up top to Ashley. Over the head of Trevor DeWeese to Grayville for 2. Price brings it across the timeline. Gets a screen from Castlin. Comes off of it. Goes back up top to Price. He's going to drive the lane, shoot from the elbow for 2. Bears in a press. Briar Griffin all over Will Alexander before he even gets across the timeline. They get it ahead to Doyle. 3:47 left in third quarter. 58-43 Bears lead. Will Alexander has it. Goes left side to Wilson for 3 off the rim, and it's going to just fall out of bounds. Ty Price going to take his time walking over to it. 58-43 with 3:37 left in the third quarter. Brought to you by the Essentials Insurance Group. Ty Price has it. He's going to walk it across the timeline and be met by Doyle. From the elbow for 2. Price has it. Alexander runs ahead. We're going to have a timeout taken by Edmonson County. They're going to take a full timeout. We're going to take one as well. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Morgantown Bank and Trust knows what being on the home team is all about. Since 1880, Morgantown Bank and Trust has been serving the people of Butler County. And since 1976, we've been a part of every WLBQ broadcast of Butler County High School athletics. As your only home-owned independent bank, we want to be a pillar of the community. And we work hard every day to give you exceptional professional service from people you know and trust. Good luck, Bears, from Morgantown Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to basketball here on 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ. Score 60-43. Bears lead by 27 with 3:15 left to go. The third quarter brought to you by the Essentials Insurance Group. Edmonson County with the ball. Their normal lead scorer has had to take a seat with 4 fouls. We may see him in the fourth quarter. For now, they're going to have to make do without him as Alexander brings it across the timeline. Goes left side to Doyle. Back to Alexander on a skip pass. In the corner to Wilson for 3. He gets it. His first points of the second half. Ty Price brings it across the timeline. He's going to roll right to Lawson Rice. Back over to Ty. He's going to drive into the lane, shoot. He's fouled on the floor. It's going to be against Doyle. That's his first. Team fourth of the quarter. He's going to take a seat. And number 12, Blaine DeWeese from Edmonson County is going to check in. We'll try to keep that straight between him and Trevor DeWeese. Ty Price has it. He's going to drive up to the elbow again for 2. Makes it.
Basket by Price.
Briar Griffin giving Will Alexander some trouble at the timeline. Gets it ahead to Grayville. Grayville to Ashley. He's going to drive into the lane for 2. No good. Trevor DeWeese cleans up the rebound. Has to get rid of it now. Picked up his dribble. He's going to go to Briar Griffin. He's going to drive the lane, put up 2. No good. But he is fouled. He'll go to the line. That's going to go against Will Alexander.
Number 0, Alexander,
his first. Team 5th of the quarter. Griffin will shoot 2. And the Bears will shoot 2 on every foul for the next 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. Briar Griffin in this final finish trip to the stripe makes his first bucket. Going to get a shot at another one. Gets set. Puts it up. And it's in. Edmonson County brings it back down with 2:12 left to go. It's 64-46. Will Alexander tries one. Doesn't go in. Grayville with the putback, though. And he'll put it away. Price comes all the way down, runs the baseline, gives it out to Trevor DeWeese for three. Off the rim, no good. Cleaned up by Ashley. Ashley ahead now to Alexander. Alexander left side to Blaine DeWeese for Edmonson County. They're going to throw it into the lane to Ashley. Justin Caslin trying to pick that one off, but a little extra contact. He's going to get called for the foul.
Foul on number 11, Caslin, his first, team second.
His first, team second of the third quarter. Only our fifth foul of the game.
In the Wildcat lineup, number 3, Wright.
Wright checking in for Wilson as they go up top to Ashley. Ashley goes to Alexander left side. Minute 39 left in the third quarter. Brought to you by the Essentials Insurance Group as Wright comes in, fires off a three, no good. Blaine DeWeese for Edmonson County cleans it up. Wright tries to come up with something. Can't. Lawson Rice comes away with it. Briar Griffin gets it, puts up a layup. Trevor DeWeese gets called. No, he gets fouled on the floor. No shot.
Wildcat foul on number 23, Ashley.
Ashley picks up his first for Edmonson County. That's going to send DeWeese to the line. DeWeese in this final finish trip to the stripe. Minute 22 left on the clock. 64-48. Bears lead. DeWeese's first shot, up and in. He's now 2 for 3 from the charity stripe tonight. He's looking to make it 4 for 4. Or excuse me, 3 for 4. Puts it up. Off the back of the rim, no good. Caslin comes away with it, gives it back to DeWeese. He puts it up, no good. Tipped, put back by Lawson Rice. Edmonson County comes down with it now. 67-48, Bears in the lead. Minute 9 in the third quarter. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to go Edmonson County way. Briar Griffin tipped it. And we got a little equipment malfunction here for Ashley. He's going to have to tie his shoes real quick. Minute 5 to go. 67-48 in this third quarter. Brought to you by the Essentials Insurance Group. Alexander trying to find Blaine DeWeese open. He finally does. Gets it back in. Briar Griffin going to get called on a little bitty foul.
Bear foul on number 15, Griffin, his first, team third.
It's his first, team third of the quarter, so not really much changes there. As Edmonson County just checks it in again. They're going to go into the backcourt to Wright this time. Wright playing around that timeline too much. Finally gets it ahead now to Grayville. Grayville over to Wright. Throws it back to Alexander at the top of the key. Goes right side to number 12, Blaine DeWeese. Almost stolen away by Ty Price. Goes right side now to Wright. Steps call. Bears ball with 42 seconds left to go. 67-48. Bears lead over the Edmonson County Wildcats. Ty Price brings it down. As he crosses the logo, he fires it over to Lawson Rice right side, who's going to turn, fake a drive into the lane, give it out to Trevor DeWeese. He's going to drive into the lane, put it up off the glass for 2. It had to roll around to think about what it wanted to do first, but it did go in. Edmonson County now getting pressed heavily by the Bears. Wright gets bumped by Caslin. Caslin's going to pick up the 4th foul of the quarter for the Bears.
Bears foul
only his second of the game so far. Nobody in any trouble here yet. Coach Dockery telling the refs maybe calm down a little bit. On the inbounds, Briar Griffin knocks it out of bounds, and that is going to go Edmonson County's way. But under the Bears baseline, he gets it into Wright. They got to go the length of the court now. Bears still pressing. They get it ahead to Alexander. Right side to number 12, DeWeese. Justin Caslin goes up to blocking, comes down on top of him. And Caslin picks up his 3rd, team 5th of the quarter. That is going to be a shooting foul now. Just a miscalculation. Nothing intentional. Does happen from time to time, and it looks ugly, but it's purely accidental. First shot is up for Grayville and in. 69-49, Bears lead by 20. 5.2 seconds left in this third quarter, brought to you by the Essentials Insurance Group. his second shot as he gets set. Goes in, puts him up to 50 now. Ty Price is fouled immediately on the inbound. He's going to come down and shoot now. Number 12, Blaine DeWeese, picks up his fourth, just like that. 4.5 seconds now. We went from 5.4 to 4.5, and it's 69-50. Ty Price from the line to shoot two. His first shot is up and in. Ty in this final finish trip to the stripe. His sixth trip of the night. 70-50, still a 20-point lead for the Bears right now. Ty Price locks in, takes a breath, drops his shoulders, puts it up, and it's in. Edmonson County gonna have to fire this one off. They got 1 second left. He loses it and goes out of bounds. There's no call. Edmonson County wanted one though. 71-50. Bears in the lead. On the road at Edmonson County. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
The athletes aren't the only stars in the Butler County school system. Butler County students excel at everything from bridge building to building rockets. Our bands and choirs are consistently some of the best in the entire state. Graduates from our Advanced Technology Center are ready to join the workforce with in-demand skills. And scholarship awards are at an all-time high for BCHS graduates. The Butler County Board of Education is proud of our students, on and off the field, and reminds you that they're committed to success, one student at a time.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the fourth quarter of action here in this one. Butler County Bears on the road in Brownsville, Kentucky tonight, taking on the Edmonson County Wildcats and really taking them on. It's 71-50. Bears in the lead with a 21-point deficit for Edmonson County. In for the Bears right now is your starting five. Ty Price, Lawson Rice, Breyer Griffin, Justin Caslin, and Trevor DeWeese. In for Edmonson County, we've got Doyle, Decker, Alexander, Wilson, and Grayville. As the ball comes in, goes back up top to Ty Price. Bears in control with a commanding lead of 21 points. He goes left side to Breyer Griffin, back up top to the logo to Ty Price, who's going to slow this down, pull a screen away from Trevor DeWeese, gets a man off of him for three. And that's going to put him up to 74-50. Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Bobby Smith, three-point play. Over right side now to Decker, who's going to have to be a little careful. He's already picked up 4 fouls. If he gets another one, he's out. And he's had some mental mistakes tonight. Will Alexander, though, locked in, picks up 3 of his own. Ty Price goes right side to Trevor DeWeese. Now goes left side, Breyer Griffin. To the elbow, Lawson Rice. He's got Trevor DeWeese down into the corner to Caslin for 3. Kentucky Farm Bureau three-point play by Justin Caslin. 77-53, Bears in the lead with 6:52 left to go in the game. Fourth quarter brought to you by the Butler County Board of Education's Grayville. Is trapped at the baseline, has to go back up top to Decker at the free throw line for 2. Decker will pick him up. Only Decker's 7th point of the evening. Breyer Griffin going to go in against Grayville. Skip pass to Trevor DeWeese. Back across to Griffin. They're trying to find somebody open for this 3. DeWeese is going to try it off the front of the rim. No good. Cleaned up by Doyle. 6:20 on the clock. 77-55. Wilson puts up 2. Price brings it down. Backs it up to the logo again. He's going to drive into the elbow. Fakes a jumper. Goes up for it a second time and puts it in for 2. Wilson trying to do something here. Gives it up to Decker. Decker goes left side to Doyle for 3. No good, off the back of the rim. They try a backhand tip on Price. It doesn't work. He goes in from the left wing and puts up 2 quickly. And there's a timeout taken by the Wildcats as the score is now 81-57 with 5:39 left in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by the Butler County Board of Education. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
Start your road to recovery from the body pain that inhibits your daily life with Jackson's Chiropractic. They are the premium chiropractic location in Morgantown to help you live pain-free every day. Get professional chiropractic care, learn corrective exercises, lifestyle advice and nutritional counseling, and so much more. Get started on your pain relief journey with Jackson's Chiropractic. Schedule an appointment at 270-288-5017 or stop by the location at 119 West Ohio Street.
Interesting stat here, folks. In an average game, Ty Price will hit 29 points. He's picked up 610 on the season before tonight's game. So far, with 5:39 left in the fourth quarter, he is sitting at 37 points. He may have a 40-point night, folks, on his own. Butler County leads 81-57 as Edmonson County checks the ball in with 5:39 left in the fourth quarter, brought to you by the Butler County Board of Education. Wilson brings it across the timeline. Bears back off on that press a little bit now. Kicks it left side to Doyle. Trying to set something up, goes inside to Grayville. Shot blocked by Trevor DeWeese. They get it ahead to Griffin, to Rice, just a little missed timing. Griffin picks it up on the rebound. Rice puts it back, no good. Just a scramble for this rebound. Ball is fired way ahead, picked off by Caslin. Briar Griffin again to Lawson Rice at the baseline for 2. Man, that was exciting. I don't know if you could tell by the tone of my voice how exciting that one was. Will Alexander brings it across the timeline. It's 83-57 Bears. Just a reminder, last time these two teams played 2 weeks ago, it ended 80-50. We're at 83-57 right now with 4:42 left to go in the fourth quarter. Will Alexander goes to put a layup on, and he gets fouled. Let's see who it's on. It's going to be on Briar Griffin.
Number 15, Griffin,
his second, team first.
Alexander to the line.
It's going to be a shooting foul, so he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Alexander has gone to the line twice tonight. He's hit 2 for 3. Hits his first one. He's now 3 for 4 on the night. 21 total points for him. He's looking to make it 22 here. Puts it up. Puts it in. 83-58. Bears still lead. Price ahead to Griffin. Back up top to Price. He backs way off on the left side. He's going to drive into the left wing, kick it out to Griffin for 3. Kentucky Farm Bureau, 3-point play for Briar Griffin. Makes it 86-59. Decker, 3, no good. Cleaned up by Griffin. They may have called him for 2 earlier. We'll have to figure it out. Lawson Rice for 3 now on a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Bobby Smith 3-point play. 89-59. 4 minutes on the clock. Bears pressing again now. Alexander has it. Right side. Backs it out to the top, gives it over to Grayville. Over to Doyle. Back up top to Alexander for 3. He sinks one. Price brings it down with 3:40 left. 89-62, Bears in the lead. Got listeners coming in from Jetson saying, good job, Bears. Hold it together for the next 3:30. Ty Price has it up at the top. For 3. No good, off the back of the rim. Oh, man. Lawson Rice tried to throw it off the body of Josh Decker. And as he falls out of bounds himself, the ball made contact with him. It's going to go Edmonson County's way. That's one of those, you just, bad timing, and just happens. Alexander takes it right side. 3:14 left to go, 89-62. He's going to drive the lane, kick it over to, try to get it to Doyle. Lawson Rice tips it and goes out of bounds. It's going to be Edmonson County ball. We got some substitutions here. Ashley checking in for Grayville for Edmonson County. Bears still with the starting 5. The only other player who has checked into this game for the Bears is Clayton DeWeese. Doyle gets it, goes inside to Decker. He's going to go up, put one off the glass, no good. Lawson Rice is going to come down with a foul. His first, team second, but it is a shooting foul. Decker to shoot 2. 89-62 with 3:07 left to go. And it was Amy and Osei texting me. I didn't have their number saved. So shout out to Amy and Osei watching from Jetson. Eric Decker's first shot does not go in. Second shot does not go in either. I keep saying Eric Decker. That's Joshua Decker. I apologize. Eric Decker was an NFL player a couple years ago. Briar Griffin fakes it left. Goes left to Price for 3. He's at 40 points on the night now. Price setting a record for himself probably. Doyle trying to find some room here. Goes left. Goes back up top to Decker. Over to Alexander for 3. No good. Decker cleans it up. Inside now to Doyle. Off the glass and the rim for 2. Price brings it down across the logo. Goes to shoot a 3. It gets tipped. Lawson Rice comes down with it. Lots of contact. No call, but he puts it in for 2. 2:11 left. 94-65. Bears have a shot at a 100-point game here. And here it comes. Alexander loses it. Justin Caslin goes up to put it in, gets fouled hard, comes down holding his hand. But he's getting up quickly. I think it's just a stinger.
Wildcat foul number 1, Wilson.
That's going to go against number 1, Wilson, his third. Team first of the quarter. Clayton DeWeese gets set to check in, as well as a slew of pretty young players for Edmonson County, as the score is 94-65 with 2 minutes left on the clock here in this fourth quarter of action, brought to you by the Butler County Board of Education. Justin Caslin puts up his first, no good. And mass substitutions here for Edmonson County. I'm not even going to try to keep up with names right now because we still got 2 minutes to play. It's 94-65. Justin Caslin at the line. I'm going to call numbers for you. For Edmonson County. For the Bears, Briar Griffin checks out. Curtis Murphy checks in. So is Clayton DeWeese. So is Kanan Vincent. So is, who else? Number 21 I do not have on my sheet. Try to get you a name to go with that one in a minute. If anybody knows who number 21 is, either text me or message it on Facebook or YouTube. Caslin gets set for his second shot in his final finish trip to the stripe. Puts it up and in. He will take a seat. Nicholas Francisco comes in. Carson Davis comes in. Not Carson Davis, I apologize. Kanan Vincent. I got 23 and 32 mixed up. Number 21 is Johnson. Jet Johnson. Number 35 for Edmonson County puts it up, no good. Cleaned up by Edmonson County. Number 5 has it, minute 40 left to go. 95-65, Bears in the lead by 30. They put it up for 5. They have a Swire for 2. Bears get it ahead now. Clayton DeWeese goes up top to Johnson. Back up top to Clayton DeWeese. Left side now to Curtis Murphy. Up top to Jet Johnson again. Murphy rolls right, gives it over to Clayton DeWeese off the glass, no good. Edmonson County on the rebound. Minute 7 left to go, 95-67. Bears in the lead. Number 35 puts up 3, no good. Cleaned up by number 21 for Edmonson County. They're under a minute now. He's fouled on the rebound. They're going to call that against Clayton DeWeese. His second. Team third.
Then Sanders to the line to shoot 2.
Sanders to the line to shoot 2 for Edmonson County. First shot is up and in. Sanders' second shot as he gets set at the line, goes up and it bounces off front of the rim. Jump ball goes out of bounds. Hang on. So before he called the jump ball, the Edmonson County player stepped out of bounds, so it's going to be Bears ball. Kaden Vincent to check it in. Gets it ahead to Clayton DeWeese. Brings it across the timeline. Goes to number 0. Down in the corner now to Kaden Vincent. And to Nicholas Francisco for 2. Makes it 97-68 with 40 seconds left to go. Correction, that's not Clayton DeWeese. That's Case Hooten wearing number 3 tonight. Swapping jerseys on me. Number 5 for Edmonson County has it. Can't really control it against Nicholas Francisco. Goes back to Sanders for 3. Bricks off the rim. Cleaned up by Jed Johnson. They go to Curtis Murphy, and everybody's yelling for a 3 because they want to see us get 100 points. 15 seconds left to go. It's 97-68. Coach Docker is like, he's not shooting that 3. 13 seconds to go. Edmonson County's just going to hold on to it. Bears are going to let them. They're going to wind this down and call it a game. 97-68 is going to be your final score here tonight in Edmonson County. Stay with us and give me a minute to do some math here because we're going to bring you a post-game show with your IGA Hometown Player of the Game as well as your scoring stats for this Edmonson County matchup. Stay with us. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South, WLBQ.
For more than 50 years, the Farm Boy has been a staple of the Morgantown community. Not only is it the premier spot for down-home country cooking, but it's the best place to catch up on all the local happenings with good friends and family. Daily specials are always available, including all-you-can-eat Catfish Fridays. If you're looking for the best down-home country-style meal this side of the Green River, visit the Farm Boy today, located at 635 West G.L. Smith Street in Morgantown. The Farm Boy is now open on Sundays from 5 a.m. to 3 p.m.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute. Visit Hawker Family Insurance in Morgantown, Kentucky today at www.hawkerins.com.
Morgantown Bank and Trust knows what being on the home team is all about. Since 1880, Morgantown Bank and Trust has been serving the people of Butler County. And since 1976, we've been a part of every WLBQ broadcast of Butler County High School athletics. As your only home-owned independent bank, we want to be a pillar of the community. And we work hard every day to give you exceptional professional service from people you know and trust. Good luck, Bears, from Morgantown Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, folks, we're going to wrap this one up quick to make the drive back home to Butler County here from Edmonson County. Final score in this one, 97-68. Bears come away with the win. Let's talk through some of the scoring in this game really quickly. I'm going to start on the Edmonson County side of my sheet. Starting at the bottom, working my way up. Number 1, Tyler Wilson with 10. Number 5, Carter Swihart with 2. Number 21, Ben Sanders coming in off the bench late in the game with 1 from the line. 1 for 1 for him on the night. Then we're going to move up to number 15, Wyatt Graybill. 10 points total, 4 for 4 from the line. Colin Doyle, number 22, in for the entire game. 10 points total for him. Josh Decker, number 24, 7 total points, 0 for 2 from the line. Really held him under his average tonight. He averages 11. We only held him to the 7. Lane Ashley, number 23, with 2 total points on the evening. And then number 0, lead scorer for Edmonson County tonight. 4 for 5 from the line, 1 foul, 25 total points. Will Alexander, number 0. Going to the Bears lineup here. Nicholas Francisco coming in late off the bench with 2. Trevor DeWeese, number 14, 2 for 4 from the line, 14 total. He's number 2. He scored 14 points. I apologize. I'm getting ahead of myself. Number 11, Justin Caslin picked up 6 total points on the evening, 1 for 2 from the line. Briar Griffin, number 15, 13 total points, 2 for 2 from the line. Lawson Rice with 22 points, 0 for 1 from the line on the and 1 shot he had early on, but he quickly made up for that by putting the bucket back in. 22 points on his evening to improve from his average of 19. And finally, your IGA hometown player of the game, number 22, Ty Price. 40 total points on the evening, 10 for 11 from the charity stripe. definitely improving on his average of 29 points per game, putting up 40 in this big win over Edmonson County, 97-68. And that's going to do it for us here. Stay tuned to the Q for some more music this evening. If you're driving home, be safe. If you're listening with us on social media, hope you had a good night. Enjoy. Have a good weekend. And go Bears. You're listening to 103.5 North, 101.5 South. WLBQ.
When you have vending needs,